So he comes home. He just sees the blood all over the carpets.
What?
And he just follows the trail. And he comes in, and we're just there. And he's like, what happened? And so, long story short, go to the hospital, come back. It was fine within a couple of days. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
How does that even happen?
I-
How does that even?
it's
Very sad.
Oh.
That's very sad.
yeah.
Oh no! Wait, hold on.
What?
No, I didn't record any of that.
Drew,
Oh, man.
what are you
There
doing?
goes a whole 3 hours of schmo. That was our longest episode.
I need
Well,
to.
was.
I don't have much time
Dang,
left, guys. I gotta
no.
get going.
Well, we gotta record another one now.
Are you serious? You didn't get any of it?
No, I got the
Wow.
end bit of your story there, I think, but it only says.
Why is
A
he
couple
always the one
minutes.
I don't know.
controlling
Yeah,
this
why
stuff?
do we have this guy? in
Well,
This has
charge?
happened
This is
before.
trash.
Well, welcome back to the SchmoCast, episode
7?
six.
No, 6.
Six.
Yep,
'cause the-
6
last
now.
one.
Well, yeah, 6 now. Sorry, guys.
Oh boy.
What on earth was that opening? I mean,
That was terrible.
yeah, whatever. Anyway, welcome back. We're back this week once again with another Schmo for you, episode 6. So,
Thank you, Drew.
well, you didn't know.
That was good,
We were
though.
all over 7, 6, 5.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't even know how many episodes it's been. It's not like it's
Anyway.
even that big of a number either. It's just like we don't know because we don't keep track. Is that sad? Is that sad that we don't remember that we've only recorded so many?
Yep. The days just
No,
blur
it's just
together.
Days just
Elijah.
fly by, I guess. I don't know.
Mhm.
All right, well, welcome back. We're back again this week, and I guess we don't know really what we want to talk about yet. We don't have any stories. Nothing happened, so sorry about that.
I mean, other
Yeah.
than the story that I just told you.
Other than the story Ben just told, but he doesn't want to.
It's
Well, it won't have the same effect if you go
Yeah,
through
yeah,
and tell
no,
it
we-
again, though. Maybe
another
some
time.
other time.
Maybe another time.
Maybe some other time. All right. Well, I guess to kick off today, I had something I wanted to talk about. That's gonna seem really like weird and out of the blue. Like, how'd you get here, Drew? But here it goes. Why do people like the game Kingdom Hearts? I was thinking about this. Ben doesn't. Ben,
So,
you all know what Kingdom Hearts is?
I kind of know what
I
it
know
is.
Josh
It's
does.
like a weird Disney anime looking
That's exactly
game.
what it is. And
Yeah.
that's why, like, it's just the weirdest thing. Okay, for those of you who don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, and I'm guessing that's going to be a good number of you, Kingdom Hearts is this game. It's a series that's been going on for like years, and it's basically just a bunch of Disney characters thrown into, well, I guess the opposite effect. There's a bunch of random anime characters thrown into Disney worlds. And that's like the entire premise of the
and
thing.
it's like all sorts of different Disney movies. Each have like their own world or whatever. You
Wait,
just go
Josh,
around to 'em.
have you played these?
I have not, but growing up, my brother, like I would watch my older brother play them, and that's my experience with these games.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand what's the appeal because, I mean, I started up the first one and it just did not, like, I don't get it. It's like the voice acting is so stiff and rigid. It's like all these Disney characters, like these true Disney voice actors coming in to voice their characters. And it's just so bad. Like, I can't even describe it. It's like robots. And I don't know where I was going with this, but I don't really like it.
So
Robots.
it's not anything of the game itself. It's
Not
the,
particularly.
Like the production
well, no, because it's
quality.
kind of like boring. I feel like it seems to be one of those cryptic, weird games where you
Yeah.
don't know what's going on unless
It's
you look it
super
up.
in depth.
It's
I
like it
watched,
expects you to get things and then it just doesn't give them to you.
I
it's
watched
like-
this long video trying to explain it in half an hour, and it was really confusing, and I didn't follow.
No, it's so hard to follow. And the story is just all over the place too, I think. Like I've watched videos on people trying to explain the story. If you want to look that up, go right ahead. You're not going to understand any of it, even with the full story being told to you.
Yeah, it's
But-
because
It's just one of those things, but people love it.
the order the
I
games
don't
came out
understand it.
are not in chronological order of in the game what's going on.
And there's
Genius.
technically only 3 main games, I think, but there's like 10 games that are Kingdom
there are a
Hearts.
bunch.
And it's just all over the place. It's not a great game, and it's like I was saying, it's cryptic. It's like, why would I want to play that? I'm not figuring it out for myself. I'm just kind of looking around. I'm getting glazed eyes all across the table here, but
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. This was just on my mind.
That's what happens.
There you
when you
go.
play Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know.
All right. Well, going off of wait, what were you gonna say?
I mean, I liked the series just because I liked watching. Like, I was a kid when I had my experience with this game, and I would watch my brother play it, and my brother was like, I don't know, he was like just really good at games and stuff, and so it was just fun watching him go through the worlds and seeing all the Disney characters. And actually, most of my knowledge of the story of Disney movies it's through Kingdom Hearts.
That is a shame.
You're not getting the true
No,
experience.
I wouldn't have known what happened in like some of these Disney movies if I hadn't played Kingdom Hearts. Or watched my brother play it, I should say.
Well, you're getting like the watered down, like,
Well, yeah.
throw in this anime dude with big old feet in there. Because he's got big old feet for some reason.
Wait, they don't have anime dudes in Disney movies?
No, because they're Disney movies. Why would they have him in there?
Well, they have them in Kingdom Hearts.
And that's another thing, actually. Don't they try to say, like, oh, what happens in the Kingdom Hearts games is actually what happened in the movies? Like, I think that's actually what they're going for.
Wait, is that...
I think that's true. Like, they want to inject these bad anime
It
characters
doesn't make
into
any
it.
sense.
It's like there's like something
Wow.
about the lightness and the darkness and all this other stuff. It's like, the dark is in my heart, too. And then Goofy says something. I don't know. It's just like the weirdest game.
Goofy is actually the main villain.
Goofy is
Yeah.
just... I don't get it. I just don't get it. And there are a bunch of stuff. Oh, shoot. I just bumped everything. We'll just transition this. Is there anything that you guys that, like... But for some reason, like, again, going into my next point, everybody loves this game for some reason. Like, there's so many people that are just, like, all about Kingdom Hearts. And I will never understand that. But is there anything that, like, you guys have anything like that? Like, something that you don't understand why people like it? Because that's, like, one of the big ones for me that I was just thinking about for some reason.
People named Drew.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the...
Everyone
what's the,
loves
I don't-
Drew.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
understand.
I just don't see it.
Well, that just about wraps up for this episode. No. No,
Um,
seriously, though.
I mean, just like all like the mainstream like pop celebrities and stuff. Like, I don't understand any of that, you know? Like, I don't care what's going on with the Kardashians. Like, who
Yeah.
cares? Honestly, I don't understand
Like,
why.
who
people care.
even are the Kardashians?
Yeah, all I know. I don't.
That's a whole discussion. Who are the Kardashians?
No, for real.
On the
The only
Schmoecast?
thing I know about them is how they became popular.
Huh.
Well,
That's all we'll say about that.
well, yeah, we don't really have much input on the Kardashians. So you're a hipster, basically, Joshua.
I'm a hipster now.
I don't know. I don't like anything mainstream, is what you said.
I don't like pop music either. No, I'm kidding.
Pop music. Listen, I know a really nice little local cafe place. And I just go there with my laptop and listen to techno music. I don't know what do hipsters listen to.
Yeah, I
Guess
don't
techno
know.
music.
Couldn't tell you.
But yeah, Ben, do you have anything that? Does anybody
Well,
else have
you
anything?
know,
Because I have a couple others I can bring up too.
when you
I got
bring up
one.
Kingdom Hearts, I think like back when I was in elementary school, like some of my friends then played it and they'd always tell me about it. Of course, I didn't understand what the heck they were talking about. But the other thing that everyone liked in elementary school that I never really liked was Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And I feel like even
yeah,
you,
that's right.
I feel like even you,
talked
Drew,
about
like were into the Clone Wars stuff. Were you?
Not particularly.
I know somebody was, but I just
Well, yeah, somebody was.
Yeah,
they
I
made a
don't know, it
bunch of
just
seasons.
feels-
Of somebody. Had
no. I mean, like one of our buddies did. I can't remember who,
This
but
doesn't feel like the real
I-
Star Wars.
yeah, I never got into that because I just thought, no, get that out of here. What is that? But you know, that was the big deal back when I was in elementary school.
Yeah, I never got behind the animated sequels to live action stuff.
Yeah.
And there were like a lot of those, like Clone Wars. Like it's technically what actually happened now, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
what
I'm pretty
happened.
sure it's
I
a
guess
canon.
that's what they're
Bridging
trying
the
to
gap
say.
years
between Attack of the Clones and what was the other one? Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Couldn't even think of
This
it.
is all I know about the Clone Wars. Ahsoka
Yep.
and
I don't-
Asajj
Asajj Ventress or
Ventress
something like that.
I just know
and terrible animation. That's all I know.
there's the guy with
Oh.
the only thing I know is there's the guy with the blue hair, and he has this lightsaber that
That's
like.
the wrong.
there's a thing.
one.
Hold on, what am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Rebels. The other.
Oh, yeah.
plus you, the other
Same
animated
thing.
ones.
Okay, then,
Same
yeah,
thing.
all
I
these
was
animated
less,
Star
I was
Wars.
less interested in Rebels.
all
to be
these
honest, if we're
animated
talking
Star
about-
Wars. Get out of here.
No. That just doesn't. It
Listen.
just doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, when
it's
you,
like Kingdom Hearts.
you
It's like
can't-
the injecting other characters, like anime characters, not technically anime characters, but especially Rebels. Like the blue-haired guy, I don't even know his name because
Yeah.
I didn't care.
He has
But I
the
know he's
cool-looking
there.
lightsaber, though.
He doesn't look like he fits at all.
Yo, you remember what we did with that in middle school?
Yeah, dude.
When we were in seminar, Drew would always Photoshop stuff.
Yeah.
And that was about the time that Star Wars Rebels first came out. And I mentioned to him that the characters looked like the Planet of the Apes, like the Tim Burton version or something.
Yeah.
So he did.
I made a mock-up of that,
Yeah.
and that's all it was,
It
really.
was
But
it
it
was
really
so
funny.
funny, and I think I even convinced him to send it out to teachers or something.
How did we come up with this stuff? Like, what were we doing in that?
Nothing.
Whatever. Anyway,
I was doing Scratch.
well, I know you were, but
Right?
oh dang, there are just so many things that I cannot get behind whatsoever. Like why people like them. Like
Yeah.
there are tons of movies like that, like where people just like. I don't get Avatar. I don't think Avatar is that fantastic.
Well, which one? The Last
The-
Airbender or the one with the
blue?
Nobody thinks
the big
the
blue
last.
people?
Nobody thinks the last Airbender movie was good.
You mean the blue people?
Yeah,
Yeah, the blue people.
That's
The
good.
Na'vi. Well, no, I just thought it was.
I don't know
I
about
just
that.
thought it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
Well, it's long, but
Is-
that's pretty. I
is-
think it's a pretty good movie.
Is it supposed to be
Well,
about
yeah.
more about like the amazing, beautiful world they live
I
in?
think
or
so.
something?
I think it's more or less like the
'Cause
visual
that-
effects.
That's
are
yeah,
really
because
good
that's
for
what
their time.
that's what the I feel like the what is it Disney or Universal?
Well, yeah, they have the whole Disney World.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that's
that,
what that's
ground-
focused on,
Wasn't that
is
like
the-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
groundbreaking, like technology?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It still looks pretty. I will give it that. It still looks pretty good, but like, it's the top-grossing movie, like I think worldwide now.
What?
In our current, I think it is.
Isn't there a new one
weird.
coming out
I
too?
feel like something.
Yeah, they're making like, I think it's like, back to sequels from what was that? The last episode. They're making like 5 sequels
to
or
Avatar.
like 4 sequels. or
Avatar.
some
meet
obscene amount of
the, meet the
sequels to it.
Greenies.
It's like that.
the green.
Yeah, they introducing species of different.
Meet the Greenies. We have the Na'vi, and then we have the Greenies over here. What do the Greenies do?
They're green. Okay.
What
Are
the
they from a
That's
different-
it? That's
Jolly
their only
Green
difference. They
Giant?
look
Are
like
they
the
from-
Na'vi, except they're green.
Yeah.
Are they
Is
from
that
a
the
nearby
whole
planet?
concept? It's like, and who are these? We're the Greenies.
Are they greeny?
And
It's
who
like
are
a-
you? Where do you come from? We come from Greenland. The green. I was like, man,
that
this is
a
really gone
neighboring
off the.
planet or?
What happens in the Greenies? What are the Greenies? What's their motive? Why are they there? Why are the Greenies in the world and the Na'vi? Because the Na'vi aren't called the blue boys. They're not called the
That's
blue
what I
man
call
group. Well, yeah, that's what you call them because we don't
boys.
care about it. But the Greenies.
I don't know.
Just imagine that actually being the sequel. Like they bring out the trailer. It's like we're faced with a new threat, Jake Sully. Why did I talk like that? Why are you talking like that, man? I don't know, but we got the Greenies coming over here. It's like the big threat of
I
the
don't know.
movie,
What
the
was
Greenies.
the first one about?
I don't even remember.
So
I think they
That's-
did
it
make a
was
movie
just so
about the
forgettable.
Greenies.
They're the first one. The original is about them like exploring a new planet via these avatar bodies they made, and you control them in like a little capsule on a spaceship.
that's right.
But the whole reason they were doing it was to collect resources or something. It's been a while since I've seen
yeah.
it. But then the guy ends up bonding with the alien species.
Yeah,
and
that
he,
one.
And he ends up fighting against the humans, which, come on now.
Why
Come
are you
on,
always fighting against the humans?
You turned against your own race.
Nah, but didn't they make a thing about the Greenies? That one animation about Hulk and his family.
Is that what that's
What are you
called?
talking about?
They're all green.
I
you
don't think
talking
that's
about?
what
And
the
they're-
name was. I think that was something else. But
That was there's like
What actually are you
I was-
talking about?
I don't know. I was trying to make a joke because we
Oh,
were
it
talking
was
about
just-
the Greenies.
Yeah, I
and
know.
was
Were
like,
you
oh,
just sitting here thinking
'cause
about
Hulk? Well,
Because
no.
Hulk is green.
I thought of this earlier, but I was waiting for Ben to finish to say it. I
He
was
is
like,
the Greenie.
Because like they made an animation with like Hulk and
yeah, they did.
there were like a bunch of different types of Hulk.
But only like 2 of them were green. so they
Greenies.
wouldn't call them the
Yeah,
Greenies.
wasn't it? The Greenies.
What
It
no.
sounds like a sitcom.
Wasn't World War Hulk supposed to be like a movie or something? But they never.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that
What
supposed to
would
a
that
thing?
be of World War Hulk?
No, there was supposed to be. At one point.
People thought because Hulk was going like into space or whatever, that was kind of it loosely followed the which one was this? Ragnarok loosely followed the plot line of where Hulk, the beginning of World War Hulk, is when Hulk gets sent into space because he's too dangerous, and then the whole Gladiator Hulk was a part of the plot of that storyline. So
Wait, are you making this up, or is this
No.
actually something that they were
World War
planning?
Hulk is an actual.
yeah,
I know there's a comic.
yeah,
Oh, there is? I
Yeah.
know nothing about the comics. I'm
yeah.
gonna just say that.
Obviously,
I think they had a movie
supposer.
planned, but they didn't actually. Make it.
How would they
I
be able to
don't.
get
Yeah, I
away
don't
with
think
that?
they didn't. They wouldn't
That
have had a
would
whole.
just-
They wouldn't have had a whole movie because World War Hulk would not. That would kind of put an end to the Marvel universe, cinematic universe, real fast.
World War Hulk. That sounds like the most absurd, like, fan fiction-y name that you could come up with.
I mean, it's a comic
I
book
know
name,
it's
so
real, but
those are usually
they're
not.
pretty absurd,
those
but
are- yeah.
I don't know. There's so many like different groups of comics, like so many different stories that you can get from comics. It's just weird because they only touch on like one of them in the movies, if even that, if they don't just make up their own like new thing. But like there's
Yeah.
just so many, like the big thing is that you can never like take a certain comic series and display that as like fact, because over here there's another comic series where this happens and this character was actually
Yeah.
dead the whole time, but in this other universe this character was actually alive, unlike the main universe
Well,
where
yeah,
he's been
that's
dead
what-
the whole time and he's actually the superhero.
Yeah, that's
in
what
that
the
one.
comic
and
book-
the other guy is dead. I don't understand how people keep
That's
up
what
with
the
that.
that's what the comic
either.
book people are all doing now. They're just referring to them as different like universes, like they all live in a multiverse.
That's the whole thing.
and
Yeah, that's-
there's
And I think
endless possibilities.
I think the Spider-Verse Into the Spider-Verse definitely made that more palatable.
Still haven't
Yeah,
seen
definitely.
that.
It's really good, but it explains how that kind of happens. And it's just kind of like, it's not like an in-depth look at it, but it explains about the multiverse and how that happens. And I mean, people who watch comic book movies know about the multiverse at least. But
Do they?
still, well, yeah. I mean, unless they're just in it because they want to see like ex-hot actor in lead role. I'm
Yo,
a mom
that-
with 2 kids who also probably like a superhero movie, and I really want to see Jason Momoa. That's like that's well, that's like
Yeah, who's
that's the
Jason
guy who
Momoa?
played Aquaman in the most recent movie.
Spideyverse has Nick Cage in it, right?
That's it.
Spideyverse.
I haven't seen it,
looked
but
at
I
me.
think it is.
The look on your face was really funny, but Spideyverse has Nick Cage in it. Yes, it does. He's like,
Oh, what?
Wow,
yeah, it
okay.
does. You'll have to
Okay.
see it. I'm not
I
gonna
didn't-
say more about that.
Well,
We can watch
I
that
did
sometime.
see it, but I didn't know he was.
What? No, he was like World War Spider-Man, Noir Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, we gotta watch that sometime.
I did. Yeah. I didn't
Again.
even.
It's a good movie. It's good. Well, I mean, it won an Oscar. It knocked Disney.
That was
back
a
to
good
Disney. It knocked Disney out of place for previous Oscar things.
Didn't Disney own it?
Oscar awards.
Does whatever
Not
a
technically.
Spider-Man
They didn't
can.
like make it. They didn't put like Disney
You can
production
swing
staff on it.
Gotcha.
So it's
from a
not a
web.
Disney movie.
So like they
The Marvel brand
they
is owned
own
by
the
Disney.
name,
Bunch of thugs.
but
Yeah.
it's,
In his
okay.
name.
I like how you're just singing over here. But yeah,
Spider-Man.
this episode should be titled "Drew doesn't know anything, so therefore he's mad about it."
Yes.
Because that's all this episode has been. I don't understand it.
Wanna know what else I'm mad about?
What?
All right. Oh, hold on. Does anyone have any final thoughts about this before I change?
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Spider-Man.
All right.
Spider-Man.
Y'all ever heard of PETA?
Oh, come on.
The bread?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, pita bread. It's pretty good.
Man, that's
I
trash.
like to just eat pita bread by itself sometimes. Like, not even
Well,
put anything on
PETA
it.
from the Hunger Games.
I don't.
Oh, yeah,
I've
him
heard
too.
of that, but I don't know. I
The
don't know
Hunger
what it
Games.
is.
That's another thing that people got into for a long time and didn't. We're just completely. Josh, okay.
Divergent.
Okay, listen.
No,
The opinions.
that's fine.
Hold on.
It's-
Before you start, the opinions
about
expressed in the next however many minutes are that of Joshua's, and not the SchmoCast as a whole,
And Drew.
and not Drew. Don't listen to Elijah.
It is
It's
also
not true.
not the viewpoint of iTunes or Spotify or YouTube
Well, thanks for covering all the bounds.
or the location in which you're recording. I don't know. How to-
Sponsor us if this is your viewpoint. And
Yeah, give us sponsors, unless it's PETA.
This is Josh.
Josh
This is
will
Josh
say
being a little
they
risky.
might not want to,
yeah, sponsor us if you want us to not talk about it again.
because we're already talking about it. All right, Josh, go ahead.
I don't know.
The disclaimer's
All
out
I'm
of the
saying
way.
is, people are all like, "Oh yeah, PETA is so good because they think animal cruelty is bad." And like, yeah, animal cruelty is bad. But like,
I
are we
mean,
just
hold
gonna
on
skip
now.
over the part where like
Oh, whatever.
PETA has
Wait a second.
euthanized like so many animals? Like literally, they have a higher kill rate than they have of a save, like the adoption rate, I guess. Yeah, they kill more animals than they save, is what I'm saying. And like, I don't know, it's just I could go on for a while about it.
Can I get a fact check on that?
All right, you want fact check?
No, no, no,
I
no,
will
no.
fact check you
No,
right.
no, no, no.
Guys, there's no.
Oh,
Literally-
wait, hold on. Be quiet. All right, nothing's coming up. Josh,
He just tapped
I
his
just
screen.
tapped my phone for dramatic
You didn't even
effect.
turn it
Josh
on.
actually-
That was so worth it. Nothing came up.
I don't know what I was going for. That is like
Hold
like
on,
dramatic
hold on.
effect.
Stop talking.
tapping on the
Nothing.
phone. Nothing. Didn't even turn it on. So Josh,
no.
What?
Josh.
why is
me.
Josh like?
Josh me?
I know. All I'm
No.
saying is a simple Google search
You're the
will
one who's
show
brought
you
up
one
with
simple-
endless results supporting the fact that
That is
All
how
right.
Google works.
like
You type in one word, you get thousands of words.
Especially if you type in SchmoCentral and look us up. Google sponsor us.
Oh, that was real smooth, Drew. Way to work that.
I know. I'm
Work
really
that
good
in
at
there.
that. That's why I'm here.
all right.
Yeah.
In 2011,
Marketing.
All right,
What?
PETA had 760 dogs. They killed 713
This is just
and
sad.
arranged for
This
19
is just
to be adopted.
Here's our funny show about the schmoes, guys. Let's talk about euthanasia
Take
and
me to
killing
the edge
dogs.
now. All the dogs are dead now.
What?
No, that's terrible.
Yeah. That's what they get.
Yeah.
For cats, they impounded 1,211
This is
and
really
euthanized
depressing.
1,190.
Like, he's not gonna be able to
Josh.
use this.
Guys, like,
Josh.
this is a big issue though. Like, we
I
gotta
know.
talk about it. People
No,
should
everybody
stop
knows
supporting
about it.
PETA.
Not the Schmo.
People need to stop supporting
As
PETA.
phrased
Okay?
by me.
PETA is killing all of these animals. All right, they are like attacking all of these like businesses that are just trying to
Now
mind
he's
their
actually
own
mad.
business.
Josh is actually mad now. Josh, talking about animals that are minding
Wait,
their own
who
business.
has-
Didn't you talk about
who-
last time decapitating a snake and cooking
Yeah,
it
wait a
over a
minute.
fire?
It was a no. I'm saying they're going to these shelters and they're just getting animals out of these shelters and then just euthanizing them. All right, like
I
that
mean, that's what
snake
the
Is
shelter
there a
was
mute
like
button?
like we were threatened, but like our safety
threatened.
was threatened by this snake.
All right, well,
is what
Josh,
I'm
we got a
saying.
little surprise for you here.
looking at me
We
funny.
actually contacted the brother of the snake you killed, and he's coming in right now. Come in, buddy. All right, there he is. Everybody,
What,
give him a,
what
everybody
kind of
clap
snake
for him.
is that?
Everybody clap. It's his brother. I don't know what type of snake it is. There he is. Yep, there he is. Give him a round of
Why
applause.
does it sound like a mouse?
Elijah claps. So it's not just me clapping. All right, hey man. Stop. Okay, too much clapping. All right, welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
What? I don't understand what he's saying.
What, I didn't know snakes made that.
Yeah,
noise.
Sounds like
what's
he's
wrong
farting
with
or
its
something.
face?
Oh.
Well, that's because his. Turn him around,
What?
Ben. That's his other half. Turn him around.
What?
He's blind. I see his eyes now. They're all like pearled over. Hey, Snake, how you doing? Hey, man. Is that how you're
Oh.
feeling?
That was me.
That was just
time.
you.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, sir. All right. So, how do you feel about this entire situation? Joshua over here has killed your brother in cold blood. How do you feel about this years later? Not years later, but however long it was. You heard that, Josh?
In my defense, I had nothing to do with it.
He says otherwise.
I was a bystander.
No, you weren't. You let it happen.
Yeah,
though.
you are an active member.
Yeah, and
No.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Snake. I understand how hard it must be. That watching your brother be cooked over a fire. Yes, okay. I'm sorry. He wants you to know that you have devastated his home life. He is still chronically depressed. I guess is that what you said? Yes. He is depressed about what you've done to his brother. And he is also, what was that last part? He's hungry, so he wants to leave. All right, thanks for coming on the show, Mr. Snake. It's good. I wish I could shake your hand, but you don't have
What
any.
a guy! What a guy!
All right, there he goes out the door again.
Oh, he got ran over
Ah.
by a car. The end.
There are no cars here.
What?
He didn't get run over by a car.
Guys,
How do you get in the
just go
slot?
with it.
No, we let him in. He's been in here waiting. What a good bit, guys.
And he also opened the.
What a good bit.
He opened the door and let himself
Yeah,
out.
he let himself out. What a good bit we just did there. But that was Mr. Snake, brother of now dead Snake. Any more words about this, Josh?
PETA sucks.
All right, thank you.
Yay!
Again, these opinions are just
Who
Josh's.
has PETA
I mean,
harmed?
not just Josh's. There
a
are a
little
lot
bit
of
of
people.
salt, a little bit
Other
of
than
butter,
all the animals.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
It's pretty good.
Yo,
Yeah.
Wait, does PETA save cows?
I mean, technically.
I mean,
Technically, what's
I don't know.
technical?
They don't take
about it?
them in.
They either do or they don't.
I mean.
Well, they
what about the
they
fact that,
argue for their. Yeah, whatever.
They openly mocked Steve Irwin on his birthday, on his last birthday. They openly mocked Steve Irwin.
Listen, okay. Let me just. They have a
turn you
whole
up.
organization about what is it? Saving animals. Are they against like not eating? Like, are they all vegan or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay, so I mean that's just point right there.
Enough
Do I
said.
need to save him anymore? No, I don't. Okay. You got a whole organization of vegans.
really good at arguing here on the SchmoCast.
Yo, guys, listen to this. All right.
Do not.
That was amazing.
Have we?
What did that have to do
We
with
have.
anything?
We have completely derailed. We're now plummeting full steam ahead into the town next to the tracks. That's how far off the rails we've gone.
I mean that whistle, whatever that was, that
Where'd
just
that
kind
even
of
come from?
That-
Where'd that come from?
we were.
You're gonna have to bleep this out.
Mr. Groot.
Oh, don't say it.
It's just his last name.
Who is this?
No, I mean she
Hello?
said his first name too.
Oh, did you?
Sorry about that.
It probably didn't
jeez.
even pick that up. to be
No, you
honest.
probably just.
It was a sign.
You
That was
picking
a
up the
sign. I was
microphone.
saying, get it together, boys.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back on. Where were we?
All right.
We talked about PETA. All right.
sorry
Josh.
about
that.
Josh
Okay,
aired
here we
his
go.
grievances with PETA. Now what?
All right, here's what. Listen to this.
Okay. Are
No.
you are not going to
No,
No, stop.
No. Boo! Get out of here.
What is happening?
Oh, that's what that is. What? Why?
You didn't get it the first time?
No.
Was that smoke on the water? What
No.
are you trying to do? What?
The lion sleeps tonight in the jungle, the mighty jungle. The lion
on earth is
sleeps
happening?
tonight.
All right, guys.
we're
we
not
need to get
sponsored
back
by
Oh
them.
yeah, Ben, stop.
wrote
We're gonna
that
get
By who?
we're gonna
Whoever wrote
get
that
copy
song.
They're not.
copy strike.
They're probably dead, Josh.
I don't know
Copy
who wrote
struck.
that song.
We're gonna get copy struck, Ben.
Copyright strike. Ben, stop. Our revenue money that we aren't making.
Not all our revenue money. Not our
Wait,
green
I'm
cash.
not getting paid for this.
No. Yeah, I knew. See it, Ben.
Yeah, well, one of us was gonna make the joke.
How
We're
am I
just
supposed
looking
to
at
support
it.
my
It
family?
was.
I've already made that joke several times.
Yeah.
Drew, how am I
It's
supposed to
mine.
support my family if I'm not making any money?
The
on
family you
SchmoCast?
don't have.
Yeah, what family, Josh?
What if I did have a family?
Then,
Theoretically.
then why would you be here working on a free podcast for so long? You haven't been paid for how long? You didn't question it until now?
I just figured I was getting my paycheck eventually.
Eventually, you...
Annual paycheck.
So where are we
Yay.
on time, guys?
20 minutes.
Oh crap.
We have not made it very far at all,
You're
and we
right.
have not discussed much at all. Okay, actually, I do have something else to discuss that's mirror related.
Yay!
Thank you.
What a save.
We
No.
got, no. Get that out of here.
Ben,
Get that out of here.
Where's that
Shut his
sword?
mic off.
What?
Shut his mic off.
All right, hold on.
The sword.
No, because I'm gonna accidentally mute the wrong mic, knowing me.
No,
And
hold
then
on.
it's gonna be
Follow the
silent.
wire. Hold on. He's.
No, I'm not muting the mic. Come
Why
on.
are we muting things?
We're not muting things. Josh is just stop.
He's mic 3.
I'm not bothering with it.
You know what? Mute
All
Josh.
right. Anyway, you know what movie trailer came out that I'm genuinely shocked by?
Pokemon.
No,
Detective Pikachu.
Frozen 2.
Ooh.
Haven't seen it.
Have you seen that?
I have
Any
not
of you?
watched it yet.
I'm gonna
When did
be
that
honest,
come out?
It looks pretty interesting.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I bet this
I-
guy.
Speaking of
no,
overrated.
you'll watch it.
No,
yeah.
I've
No,
heard
I
that.
was.
I've heard
It
that.
actually looks like it could be good.
I can
Title
Like, it
of
looks
this
like-
video: Schmoverrated.
There you go. That's actually gonna be the title of
There
it.
we go.
Got him.
All right,
My
let's see
idea.
this.
No, it actually. No, don't pull it up
No,
on
don't
here.
pull
We'll
it.
show
I'm
you
not-
afterwards.
I'm not turning on the audio.
No, we aren't gonna sit here for 2 minutes
Turn
with
on
us.
All
No,
gather
stop,
around
stop.
Josh.
Okay,
Alright,
no,
I'll watch
it
it.
looks
I'll
good.
watch
When did it come
looks
out?
good.
When did it come
It
out?
came out like a couple weeks ago, I think.
What?
Yeah,
Like the movie
and
came out or the trailer?
No, the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
the
it
whole
actually
movie.
looks. It actually looks decent. Like it doesn't look like.
What's the
like
what's
goofy.
the plot?
For stark
looking
contrast, it looks like some like fantasy like adventure plot.
like?
You're looking at me. Yeah, I know. It's like you're looking at me. It's like, oh yeah, I'm expecting a
They
full
leave
Disney
their
musical.
town, the town
It
of
looks like it.
Arendelle,
Yeah,
Is that the
with
town name?
Olaf and friends. Yeah, they moved
Allendale.
it. It's Arendelle. I think.
Are the trolls actually revealed to be the
trolls
evil
aren't,
guys?
The trolls aren't in the trailer, so I don't know.
Oh man.
Dang.
But
Is
basically,
the bad guy in the last one in the trailer?
I don't think they showed the bad guy.
Oh.
But it looks like it looks like a video game trailer. It doesn't look like a Disney musical trailer.
Oh.
It actually looks like genuinely interesting.
Video
live,
game.
live action. Elsa
Not
has a
Kingdom
gun.
Hearts, but Elsa's got a gun.
Whoa.
What was that?
That's a song.
You know,
Jamie, never mind.
I haven't seen that trailer because I've just stopped watching trailers.
Really?
Because they make the movie worse because it either gets your expectations up or sets your expectations somewhere else.
You know,
and
yeah.
then when you see the movie, you're like,
know,
oh,
the-
well, that's not what I
Yeah,
wanted.
you know it was a terrible trailer? Wreck-It Ralph 2. Because then
Oh,
it just
yeah.
made fun of it at the end. It was like, oh, you thought this was going to be
Yeah,
a
it was
scene in
like,
the trailer.
what'd you think of the movie? Oh, it was okay. The part that was in the trailer wasn't in there. And then it's like, oh, this was the part in the trailer. Nice.
Yeah, and then they just
Ooh.
re-show the part that was in the trailer.
Because
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yep.
Had to see it on the big screen.
And like,
That movie was a disappointment. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't as good.
just trailers in general now are just
Yeah.
like,
they're
if you see a trailer, you're like,
misleading.
oh, wow, yeah, exactly.
and
No.
sometimes they just give away.
Well, they've
like,
been,
that's
they've
what
been
they're-
misleading
that's
ever
what they're-
since the trailer
That's
was
kind of what they're
invented.
supposed to do, yeah.
sometimes
Well,
they
yeah.
just like give
But
away.
it's so much
what
worse
happened.
now.
The trailers that give you the full plot of
Like-
the movie in the trailer. It's like, well, I'm not
In
going to
a
see
world
that now.
where a man finds his whole family killed, he has to go on an adventure, and on this adventure he finds a bad guy, and he has to beat up this bad guy, but then
And
the bad guy escapes.
But then he
But then it turns out he's the bad guy and
Because he
he
wanted to beat
killed
up
his
the
whole
bad
family.
guy.
Yo! And that was
This
the story of
summer.
Hercules.
Yeah.
This summer.
Thanks. The movie we just there's nothing left.
Oh, there's nothing
It just
left.
says that
You
in
know,
the trailer.
so here's my ideal trailer.
Yeah.
Remember the Force Awakens trailer? Just
Yeah.
clips, and you're like, whoa!
Oh yeah.
And even
I
kind
remember
of,
that one.
What?
even
The
kind of
Force-
Infinity
Wait, which
War
one
was
the
that
Force
way.
Awakens?
It's
The one with
It gives you
like,
clips.
clip
It shows
that
you what you
know
want to
nothing
see,
about it.
but
Yeah,
it
just, like,
doesn't
brief
give
little,
anything
like-
away.
Which one was that though?
That was the one with
7.
Rey.
The one
and-
that like
That's all
everyone
of
was
the new
excited
ones.
for.
No, like the
That's all
the
of them.
first
She's been there
one
all along.
That, like,
Chewie, we're home.
Ah, yeah.
yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That
because
was
that's just,
huge.
it's just a scene. We're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
We
Like
actually,
it shows you what you want to see, but it tells you nothing.
Yeah.
So you still want to go see it.
That's good trailer
You're right,
making,
that was
but
pretty good.
also bad for the movie sometimes because sometimes you get your hopes up on a movie and then it ends up being really not that good.
I mean, that's not. They're not gonna.
They're not going to advertise that as bad, of course.
Yeah, like they're.
Come see this stinker of a movie this summer.
Obviously, they're not gonna. They're not gonna tone down the trailer just
No.
because they think they're like, well, this didn't turn out great. Let's make sure we don't get too good of a trailer. here.
Yeah, but
don't
that's
wanna bring
that's
them
exactly
on.
why I avoid it now because it tricks you into watching stupid movies.
Yeah, I mean,
People are
true.
just better at making
And my
trailers.
theory is that they're making this trailer all crazy and like for Frozen again, for Frozen 2, they're making it big and like seem like this big epic adventure, and in reality it's just gonna be another Disney musical. I think
mean,
that they're misleading people
all
just so
Disney
they're not like
musicals
just
are
well
Disney
no
musicals.
well so they're not well think about it. The parents last time with Frozen, they went to see Frozen and you know
Died.
how many times they had to see it afterwards because they bought it on DVD?
You're talking about not in the movie.
Millions.
many.
And Disney made bank off of that. So of course the parents are gonna be like, I don't want to go take my brat to go see this movie. They're gonna be singing the songs. We're gonna have to buy the DVD because then we're gonna have to. I don't want to go see this because I don't want to listen to the music on repeat again. Of course, parents are gonna take their kids to see the movie if their kids really want to go see it. I think most of the time.
If they're
But
good parents.
If the parents are more likely to go take their kids if the movie actually looks like something they'd be interested in.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, sure.
Guys, I think we're overanalyzing it, and Disney just wants to put out a nice little advertisement for its
Yeah,
movie.
No,
What
but
if-
then how about Aladdin?
What if
though?
it
Have you
actually
seen the
comes
Aladdin
out and
trailer?
ends up being like an action film?
That'd be cool. Like I'd like that.
That'd be
If
wild.
Anna doesn't get fire powers by the end of this movie, it's
yeah.
dumb. It's rigged. I don't know what's rigged about it, but something's rigged.
Ice Girl and Lava Girl.
It's 2019, guys. That's okay. You don't need.
In fact, that's expected.
And then, yeah, and then And then Christoph boy.
Christoph boy.
Christoph is just regular old schmo, like us.
Ah.
I just realized my phrasing there.
Yeah, let's invite Christoph on the
Christoph,
on the
if you want
show.
to come on the show, come on over, buddy.
Come on.
What are we
come on
talking
down.
about? All right, well, we should probably wrap up here soon. You want to finish with the
Wrap
thing that
up?
I've been... You don't have another freestyle, do you? Josh, no, nobody's on board with me here, buddy. I appreciate the
Not today.
enthusiasm, but
Not today, boys.
no, we can save a wrap. We need to figure out another time when you're gonna
We need
wrap.
to close.
We need to close. So,
The door.
do you wanna do the history / movie description thing? Wait,
Let's do it
improv.
first.
Let's do a movie.
All right. Do we want to make Josh do it since he knows the least about movies?
Yeah, let's do, we're making Josh do it.
We're making Josh do it. Josh, you're
Josh,
doing it. Sorry, it's just the way it is.
All right, Josh.
I don't know what you're
All right.
talking
Explain
Josh.
the plot of The Patriot. Go.
No. Hold on. What are you looking at? Is it around here? Because how did you come up with the Patriot?
I
It's
don't
the
know. It
first-
popped in my head.
Is that
Okay.
a movie?
Yep.
No, it is. See, he doesn't-
1776.
Okay.
Josh, do you actually want to do the Patriot, or we can?
Anything
Okay.
about
3,
it.
2, 1, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Patriot.
is he doing the Patriot? All right.
So,
Josh's description of the Patriot.
Basically, the Patriot is should we have a disclaimer first that
Josh,
I
everybody,
know
you
nothing about this
just
movie?
said that you don't know anything.
Yeah,
about the movie.
I've never heard of this movie before. Okay, so The Patriot is about this guy. He is a red, white, and blue-blooded American. It's a medical condition he has. So it's basically about this guy. He was born on the 4th of July. He was delivered by George W. Bush on the front steps of the White House.
George W. Bush.
He was delivered.
The most American.
He was
Oh,
delivered
He's younger
on the
than
steps of the White House.
He was delivered by George
Okay,
W. Bush. He's
um,
like our age. You meant to say George Washington? Or
No,
did you
he-
mean George
Not
W. Bush?
George W. Bush.
Okay, go on.
Okay, he was delivered on the 4th of July on the front steps of the White House. There were like, so that's basically what was going on his birth. And so basically the plot of the movie follows this guy as he has to single-handedly rid America of communism. So it's an alternate universe. It's 1960s America, but the plot, what's going on is the Soviet Union invaded America and they basically took over and they made America communist, So this guy, all right, he's single-handedly with his fully automatic rifles and his RPG, he
All
has
with one
to
hand.
rid America of communism with his sidekick Bald Eagle, who
He doesn't have a name?
He's sentient
The
and
name is
able to
Bald
talk.
Eagle.
No, his name is
Hey, Bald Eagle.
his name is George Washington.
how creative.
How did George W. Bush get into this?
He's
He's American.
But okay.
Listen.
And
Alright.
so this guy
Can't argue
single-handedly
with that.
rids America of communism, and I don't want to spoil the big plot twist in the
Oh,
resolution
go
of
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. So what happens? The big plot twist is he finds out that actually America wasn't communist. All right.
He was just killing innocent civilians.
Yeah. And so in the end, it ends with it's him, and so it's the middle of summer. It's the 4th of July. Is that in the summer?
Josh. Yes, it's in the summer. It's dead in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the 4th of July, and these fireworks start going off, and then snow starts falling, like from the fireworks. Like you would think there'd be ash or something under them, but it's snow. And he's like, what? And so it starts to zoom out, and you zoom out.
It's in a snow
and it's a
globe.
snow globe.
And it was a mentally challenged kid looking in a snow globe with the White House.
And
in
there's
it.
an American flag next to him, so you know
Yeah.
where he got the ideas from. The end. That's the Patriot. Yeah.
Josh, you somehow managed to hit it right on the head, even though you've never seen it before. I don't know how that happened.
Dang.
Clearly, you know.
I remember,
All right.
I remember watching that movie.
What is that?
Well,
movie
Did you
actually
take you took
It's-
AP US history, right, Josh?
about? No.
Oh, we watched it in that class.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we have time.
The kid at the end.
Who
reminded me of
else wants to
Drew.
do it? We'll do one more. We gotta do
Wait.
one more. Good job, Josh.
The kid at the
That's a good
end
start.
Yeah, the movie.
of his movie.
All right,
Yeah.
Drew.
Oh.
Tell him about the Abe Lincoln assassination.
Okay. Well, I know about the Abe Lincoln.
Okay,
Oh,
never mind.
good, good.
No,
Then
hold on,
what
tell us
happens,
about
Drew?
it.
Real
Someone-
vague, I
Sure
know
you
about
do.
it. All right.
What happens?
So basically,
No.
here's how it happened.
You gotta tell it like you were there.
Wrong.
You're all so mean to me, guys. All right, but anyway, Lincoln.
That's not what happened.
He wore a hat, and he was
Okay.
tall,
Okay.
and he had a wife named Mary Todd. And
Okay.
basically, one day he was like, "Hey, I want to go see some theater because I like theater,
That's
and
actually
theater
not
is
true.
good." That's a quote from him.
Okay.
He
I
liked
remember
Read my
theater?
lips.
I remember
That
reading
is a
that
quote
one
from
in
Abraham
that one
Lincoln,
book.
our 16th president.
I think it was.
We've had 6 16th presidents.
Yep, he was the 6th of them. 6th
Wow.
of the 16. That's a tongue twister. But anyway,
Yeah.
and then it just so happened that John Wilkes Booth was also in that show, and he was like, "That Lincoln guy, I don't like him. Too tall." That was his grievance with him.
He's too tall.
He's too tall. So, to make a short person master race, he had to eradicate the abnormal Lincoln. So, anyway, this was his plan, guys. This is what they don't tell you in the history books. But anyway, so he's going to see this show. I think it was Death of a Salesman. I'm pretty sure it was Death of a Salesman.
Sure, keep going.
And yeah, so he went to the theater, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Lincoln, we got a box up here for you to sit in." He's like, "Oh, thanks, man." So he went up to sit in the big old box. Meanwhile, John Wilkes Booth was sitting backstage, and he was like, "Hey, I got a gun, and I got a Lincoln on my radar." And he
A
went on
Lincoln.
stage,
I got one Lincoln.
and he went on stage,
On stage.
and he performed the show. And then Lincoln was like, "That's really good." And his wife was also like, "That's really good," because it was really good.
So good. He had a heart attack and died.
So good. Well, except that's not what happened, actually. You see, in the middle of the show, John Wilkes Booth hopped off the stage, and he just started walking down the aisle, and everyone's like, "Oh, where's he going?" And nobody questioned why he was walking so angrily to Lincoln's booth. And nobody was guarding Lincoln's booth for some reason, because they figured, you know, he could fight him off. He's 6'4".
He's so tall. He can step on him.
He's like, he'll step on him. But unfortunately, Lincoln was paying no attention to them because he had his AirPods in.
Ah, no.
You're
Classic
welcome.
Abe.
And it was Abe, and John Wilkes Booth walked up behind Lincoln and went pat pat, and Lincoln was dead. Well,
happened?
he wasn't quite dead yet. He was just like, it made a sound.
Say that again.
He went, and then he fell over, and Mary Todd was just like, "What the heck?" And then
What the heck?
John Wilkes Booth ran over, messed up his leg real bad,
Yeah.
and then he yelled.
ran over it
He
by
yelled.
running.
He yelled something in Latin.
Semper
Sit,
Tyrannis.
sing, snip, yeah, whatever I
Snip,
said.
snap.
And
Snipper,
snip,
snapper.
snap, Rice
Snip, snap,
Krispies, and he ran off stage. And then he ran out of there, and nobody ever saw him again until they did, and they killed him
Yeah.
because he was a vampire or something. Because that's also.
Oh yeah. Abe
But
Lincoln
and then
vampire
Lincoln,
hunter.
Lincoln was just dead, right? He was just dead.
Yep, and everybody was sad.
And ever since that day, people have banned.
Vampires.
Short people can no longer go to theater shows and be in theater shows.
With
You must be
guns.
10 feet tall. That's all fact.
All
Which is
right.
why they
I
actually
think I remember
lower the
reading.
whole
I
theater.
remember reading a book about
they
that.
make them seem shorter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
half the theater is actually underground.
They make them
so-
seem like regular people height
Yeah, it can make it just allows
and not
everyone to go
gargantuan
inside.
Titan height.
I think I remember reading a book about that.
They don't say that in the books. Oh, yeah, they did say that in Killing
reading
Lincoln.
that.
I think they leave out the part about the AirPods, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a well-known
Well, that
fact.
because Apple paid him to.
Yeah,
'cause that'd
whatever.
be
I like
bad-
Josh's better. Mine was bad.
Bad.
Anyway, well, that's it for this episode of the SchmoCast. That was all over the place.
Man,
All right,
that's
let's-
like
It's something.
that's 4
That
hours.
That was all
Something.
Schmover.
We cannot
The
beat.
place.
Josh is just out of here. We cannot beat the 3 hour.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a 3 hour episode that we had before this.
Yeah,
That was just our best quality content.
was
Of
a
course,
long
I'm
time,
a big old
guys.
dum-dum brain.
Oh,
and
that's
didn't
right.
press
I
record.
forgot he.
It's like 1 a.m. right now.
It's like 1 in the morning. We're all tired and sleep deprived and want to go home.
And
So
probably
we're ending it
locked in.
here. And oh shoot. Well, we're sleeping out here,
Wait,
guys.
is this the doorstop right here?
yes.
Oh my gosh.
No. Why did we? No. Who took that out?
That's the only
I've
thing that
just been
keeps the
playing
door
the whole time.
open and not
What?
locked.
I noticed that. Why didn't I say anything? Elijah, did you take it
hold
out?
on,
Did
let
you,
me
hold on,
try
wait, no.
something.
Did you take it out to
How
play around
else
with it?
would I prop up my microphone wire?
So,
Hold on,
did
let me-
you?
let
Hold
me
on.
try
Wait,
something.
let me get this straight. What do you want to try? No. Stop. What are you doing? Stop.
What is happening?
What are you doing? Stop.
What?
Stop.
All right.
Josh, stop.
Bring my mic. I'm bringing my mic with me. All right, I'm gonna get us out of here, guys.
No. Do not get. Don't do that.
I don't want to actually break
All
the
right.
door.
Well,
back
that's
here.
it for the schmo.
Well,
I'm
thanks.
out of
Thanks for
here.
watching.
See you later.
Yeah, I'll just break a window, jump out.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, see you guys next time.
Hey, it's open.